Breaking. Welcome to today's headline. Ipob opens up on ESN engaging in cannibalism. Ipob opens up on ESN engaging in cannibalism. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, I greet you and welcome. I now welcome you to today's news. The outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, on Tuesday quashed accusations by Nigerian authorities it engaged in cannibalism. Politics Nigeria recalls that the Department of State Services (DSS), in conjunction with sister security agencies, stormed a criminal hideout in eastern Nigeria recently and discovered the practice of cannibalism. DSS fingered Ipob and its armed wing, the Eastern Security Network (ESN). However, in a statement signed by its publicity secretary, who has the pseudonym Emma Powerful, Ipob washed its hands of the heinous crimes. "We have nothing in common with agents of death, and we don't engage in barbarities and cannibalism of sorts." What is happening in Imo, particularly in Osuitu-Uka, Unepi, Ibi Aso Ebe, Awu Mama Olu Oru East, Oru West, Nkwere and their everyone, including Osumogu and entire Ihiala local government of Anambra State, are the original plant to demonize Biafra agitations and ESN operatives and tag them as criminals, but unfortunately their plan failed. Ipob ESN operatives don't engage in raping and kidnapping. That's not part of their mandate. They are out to defend them, Imolites, against terrorists and criminal herdsmen. Ipob statement reads in part: the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, on Tuesday quashed accusations by Nigerian authorities it engages in cannibalism. Politics Nigeria recalls that the Department of State Services (DSS), in conjunction with sister security agencies, stormed a criminal hideout in eastern Nigeria recently and discovered the practice of cannibalism. DSS fingered Ipob and its armed wing, the Eastern Security Network (ESN). However, in a statement signed by its publicity secretary, who has the pseudonym Emma Powerful, Ipob washed its hands of the heinous crimes. "We have nothing in common with agents of death, and we don't engage in barbarities and cannibalism of sorts." What is happening in Imo, particularly in Owisitueka, Nnepi, Ibi Aso Ebe, Awu Mama Olu Oru East, Oru West, Nkwere and their everyone, including Osumogu and entire Ihiala local government of Anambra State, are the original plans to demonize Biafra agitators and ESN operatives and tag them as criminals, but unfortunately their plan failed. Ipob ESN operatives don't engage in raping and kidnapping. That's not a part of their mandate. They are out to defend them Imolites against terrorists and criminal herdsmen. Ipob statement reads in part: to my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now, before I go, in my own view about today's news, you see, I'm not surprised about the accusations that were made up against the Ipob and the ESN people, because I feel when the government do not want people in the nation, they start building up things to make people feel they are the enemy of the nation. Ipob ESN, mostly ESN especially, they are security operatives that are local security operatives in their own region. that were being used against any act of terrorism in their own regional state. By few, there is nothing bad. Hausa people too ask their own personal local security operatives. But why is government doing this? Because they feel the ESN people will start operating and it will affect their level work, which they start perpetrating in all regional state in their regional state. Their leader has been apprehended, and now they want to destroy what Nnamdi Kanu has made up to make himself great. These people are bourgeoisies. They should, I don't know. This is an act of inhumane when you don't want people. They do not want with the way governments are behaving these days. I think they do not want peace to reign. When where they are, there is nothing happening there, and a lot is happening in the country, which I feel it is the next for them to tackle. Ipob is not insecurity. ESN is not insecurity. They are not the one causing atrocities and mayhem in the country. But why not? Why is it not, who are to hold responsible for the mayhem and the atrocities going on in the country if it is not the federal government? Gumi is an intermediary between the terrorists and the federal government, and the DSS has never gone against him to interrogate him, nor the police officers has never went there to interrogate him on the reasons why he has been going to the terrorist den. How can you go to a terrorist den and you come back? They went there to negotiate, and ever since they have been negotiating, nothing has been done. That is the most painful part. Ever since Gumi has been going to the terrorist den to negotiate with the bandits, nothing has been done. The terrorist people has never stopped being working. Yet their work has just been more up. It's just as if when you're giving someone power that this is the way you should do. When you're building their model of